Jack and Alice. But how many more does Jack have than Alice? These are dolls from many countries in Joan's collection. Carol is going to play with the dolls too. How many dolls are left if Carol takes 3? We find answers to questions like these by using subtraction. Subtraction is easy when you remember some of the things you already know about addition. We know that this is a set of 2 dolls and this is a set of 3. We also know that numerals name the number of dolls in each set. We know that when we join sets, we have a union of sets. We also know that we can add the numbers of the sets. This is addition. 2 plus 3 equals 5. This is an addition fact. As you know, the 2 and 3 are called add-ins, and 5 is called the sum. We can also separate sets. These pictures of the 5 dolls will help us. Now, we'll take away 3 from the 5. When we take away one number from another number, we say we subtract. The minus sign means take away or subtract. 5 minus 3. The sum, 5, minus the add-in 3 equals 2, the other add-in. 5 minus 3 equals 2 is a subtraction fact. So we have 2. But if we bring back the 3 dolls, we have 2 plus 3 equals 5. An addition fact we already know. The folding card helps us see that subtraction is the opposite of addition. Here, 2 plus 3 equals 5. But now, 5 minus 3 equals 2. 3 plus 2 equals 5. 5 minus 2 equals 3. So when we have the addition fact, 2 plus 3 equals 5, we have the subtraction fact, 5 minus 3 equals 2, that goes with it. With the addition fact, 3 plus 2 equals 5, we have the subtraction fact, 5 minus 2 equals 3. We call this a family of number facts. Now let's go back to the real dolls. Here are 7. We take away 2 dolls. That leaves how many? 7 minus 2 equals 5. What if we take 5 dolls away from 7? Then it's 7 minus 5, and that equals 2. We can check this subtraction fact and others like it on the number line. We want to start with 7, so we move 7 spaces. Notice we move to the right. To take away 5, we move back 5 spaces. We have 2 left. Taking away and finding how many are left is one way we use subtraction. We can also use subtraction when we compare. Let's compare the sets of crayons. This is Jack's set of 8. And this is Alice's set of 3. It's easy to see that Jack has more crayons than Alice, and that Alice has less crayons than Jack. Whenever we look for how many more, or how many less, we're trying to find the difference. The set of 8 crayons is larger than the set of 3 crayons. Using numerals and words, we can show it this way. 8, 3. 8 is greater than 3. We can use this little sign to show greater than. The arrow always points to the smaller number. We also said that Alice has less crayons than Jack. Using numerals again, we say that 3 is less than 8. Our sign again points to the smaller number. We know that Jack has a greater number of crayons than Alice. But just how many more does he have? To find out, we'll compare the crayons by matching them, 1 to 1. One of Jack's, one of Alice's. One of Jack's, one of Alice's. One of Jack's, one of Alice's. Now we can count to see how many more Jack has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we found the difference, 5, by comparing the two sets. Matching showed us that Jack had 5 more crayons. A more useful way to find how many more is to use numerals. Jack had 8 crayons in his set. We took away 3 to match those in Alice's set. 8 take away 3 is how many? We know the answer is 5. Another way of comparing sets is by adding to find the difference. We can add crayons to Alice's set. Again, we do it by matching. 1 more, 2 more, 3 more, 4 more, 5 more. So this time, we added to find the difference, 5. Once again, let's use numerals to find the answer. Alice had 3 crayons. Jack had 8. 3 plus how many equals 8? Instead of a question mark, we'll use a frame to hold the place for our answer. We know the answer is 5. We see that both ways of comparing give us the same answer, 5. And so here we've used numerals, a useful way to find how many more. Now let's take a new subtraction problem. To find a missing number. Remember the baseball game? Bill puts the pitcher in. Paul places the catcher down. So they start with 2 players. How many more will they need to make 9? Let's put in the missing players. First baseman, 1. Second baseman, 2. Shortstop, 3. Third baseman, 4. Outfielders, 5, 6, and 7. So we need 7 more players to make a team of 9. Can we get our answer without using the baseball game? We start with 2 baseball players. We want a full team of 9. How many more players do we need? Again, we'll use a placeholder. We already know the answer is 7. Now let's do another problem with 3 baseball players. How many more do we now need for a team of 9? 3 plus what equals 9? 3 plus 6 equals 9. Let's check this answer on the number line. We have 3 players. 1, 2, 3. We want 9. So how many more do we need? 3 plus how many more makes 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more makes 9. We use the number line to check how many more were needed. We've seen that we can do subtraction problems in different ways. Sometimes we find how many are left after we take some away. Sometimes we can compare sets to find out which set is larger or smaller. Then we can find the difference. And sometimes in subtraction, we can add to find out how many more are needed. Understanding subtraction helps us when we want to find how many are left or how many more are needed.